Good day and welcome to the Sport Rep Show. My name is Jesse Jackson Kauraitha, and once again, I'll be your host for today, unpacking the latest sports news in and beyond Namibian borders. And now for the latest on the hit list. Well, today on the hit list, we have breaking news that Commerce Nampo FC has appointed coach Jerry Zimmer, a former coach of the Civilians. Of course, we know that the Civilians sold their status to Bucks Buccaneers and now play in the lower divisions. Of course, Jerry Zimmer replacing the coach Fortune Ahab, who was suspended by the football club before eventually probably getting the X, although it's not clear about that at the moment. However, we understand that the Commerce Nampo Supporters Club are also up in arms over the decision and the fact that they were not told about this decisions. They asked questions about the sacking of or the suspension of coach Fortune Ahab. However, not getting the answers that they wanted in terms of that. What we understand is that the football club is, however, going forward appointing the coach, while there are no answers towards that coach. Club chairperson Nicanor Ashipala stating that the fans have indeed been told about this. Well, Silas Shipandeni, who is also the chairperson of the supporters club of Commerce Nampo, stating that they were not informed about some of these decisions. Well, this is a developing story, and do read more on the Sport Rep tomorrow. Well, there is also a big competition coming up. That's the Nedbank Namibian Newspaper Cup. Of course, a tournament that always has produced stars, future stars that have gone on to play for the Brave Warriors of Namibia, and other football clubs have been scouted in this competition. Now, the competition was launched yesterday. Our reporter Brian Munango was at the event and has this for us.
Okay, so we're joined by Dino Belotti here at the Namibian Nedbank Newspaper Cup. Dino, one thing you mentioned in your speech earlier that caught to me was this is one of the longest relationships where you see private and public sectors coming together to put this wonderful event together. How happy are you with the fact that Nedbank has been on board for so long and we're looking forward to another event in Karas?
Yeah, no, thank you very much. 24 years is some achievement. So I must choose my English. I'm not so sure if it's really been a public-private partnership, but indeed a long-running partnership. I think we've been informed today that the Nedbank Namibia joined some years ago, but really to the Namibian for doing this for 24 years consecutively, I think they need to get their flowers. We're excited coming to the mighty Karas region. Excited to go to Keetmans. I think everyone's looking forward to it, both the boy child and the girl child. Netball, football, it's going to be a lovely Easter weekend. So I think we urge everyone to come out, support the regions, and even now with the preparation, let's help our teams to be as competitive as possible. And again, we're at the Sky Garden here at the Nedbank building. It's a beautiful day for sport, and we're very grateful as a ministry and as a country.
Okay, well, one more before I let you leave. You said like tournaments like this bring up a lot of players, like we saw with the breakthrough of Bwebwe, who now plays in the Namibian Premier League. Do you think we can expect the same magnitude of players to come through this year as well?
I think sports clubs, both netball and football, would be crazy if they don't send their head coaches to the Newspaper Cup. There's so much talent on display. As mentioned, Bwebwe was the standout performer last year. Today, he's one of the top goal scorers in the league. He's knocking on Coach Collins' door, and I think we'll have more players that are unearthed at this Nedbank Newspaper Cup. So, of course, possibly Julini will also have some scouts there watching, but really, this is the platform where we see the Mapenzis of the world unearthed, and I'm sure there'll be many more young talents that catch our eye.
Okay, well, we'll see you in Karas.
Thank you.
Okay, so we're joined by Martha Morora, Managing Director here at Nedbank. Martha, another edition of the Namibian Nedbank Newspaper Cup. Tell me, how excited are you and how excited are we for Karas?
Yeah, so I'm very excited for the Karas region because last year when we were in Kunene really showed up in style, in glamour, and it was really an excellent one. But then after that, the former governor actually were also there lobbying for Karas, and we also lobbied for Karas. And now it's happening in Karas. We are bringing the Nedbank Namibia newspaper cup to Karas region. We want to see what say the Mark Friede will deliver for us. So we are definitely excited.
Okay, and for Nedbank to be a part of this event, how important is it for you guys to always make sure you are giving back to the communities?
Yeah, we are, I mean, as money experts who do good, we are invested in our communities, in the financial well-being of our youth. We are pioneers of the youth development. So from that perspective, to see the youth participating in these games, taking them away from the streets, empowering them, giving them dignity, giving them hope, is quite key for Nedbank. So we are looking forward to youth empowerment and youth development.
Okay, thank you, Martha. We'll see you in Karas then.
Thank you, thank you.
Oshikoto Region Group B1, Group A2, Third Region, Hardap Region, Group B2, Omaheke Region, Group A3, Omusati Region, Group B3. Upon conclusion of Group B3, I will hereby invite Madam Rebecca and the Honorable Governor to come and assist us in enjoying the regions. Kavango East, Group B3. Madam Rebecca and Honorable Governor, can you kindly, Ohangwena Region, Group A4. Osholanjupa Region, Group B4. Erongo Region, Group A4, Group A5, my apologies. Group B5. Comas Region, Group B5. Group A6. Kunene Region, Group B6. Oshana Region, Group A7. Karas Region, Kavango West, Group B7.
Now on to some tennis news. We recently met with a veteran tennis player and now coach Johan Theron, who speaks much about what his tennis school aims to do in terms of developing youngsters in the country, hoping that they will be able to represent the country at the highest of level, with some already have done so. Let's hear from Johan Theron, courtesy of Mariette Gula.
Yeah, well, I used to play many years ago. I used to play a lot for Namibia. I played Africa Games, Davis Cup, and up till 2007 I was playing. And then after that, I became the coach for the Davis Cup team till about 2018. So yeah, I spent a lot of time on the court myself as a player. And then at 2000, I started the tennis school. And from there, we've been building players and just trying to get these players to play international events, play college tennis, which I send quite a number of players to America to play college tennis. And that's the aim at the moment for our players. You know, we have a lot of very good young players, and we're grooming them now to become college players like Connor van Skalkwyk, Cody van Skalkwyk, those players we sent to America. Sadie Jacobs, we sent Tuki Jacobs, we sent, so it's a lot of players we sent in the last 14 years. And that's the aim for us, is to get these players to become international players and, get world ranking points and see if we can't get a professional player on the circuit.
So just tell us, what do you say is the vision for the club?
Well, at the moment, like I explained, our plan is to get players in Namibia to start becoming more international players. So if you look at my son, he's 14. He's played a lot of international events, winning international events outside Namibia. We had Marie van Skalkwijk now at the ITFs, playing 2 double finals in the 2 events and the quarterfinals in singles. So the plan is to move players out of Namibia to play international events, get those world ranking points going. And that also puts Namibia on the map, because at the moment, it's tough. People don't know of Namibia, and we want to change that. So that's the whole aim of the tennis school. We coach professionally and we coach competitively. That's the thing. We don't just want to coach players just to play tennis. That we do as well, but our aim is to really create players that can compete internationally. Then I would also like to invite everybody to come join the tennis school. We work from a 3-year-old age all the way through till 80 years old, So I would like to invite everybody to come and join the tennis school. And even if you don't want to be competitive, we also have classes for those kind of players. So please come and contact me and join our tennis school. Then the other thing I want everybody to also just be aware of, that Johan Thorn Tennis School just recently became part of the Global Initiative Program. And that's a program from Spain where we are part of this international program where we can send players overseas to different academies where they can go practice for free, basically, and also just get more experience. Like my son Johan has been invited now to the Rafael Nadal Academy in May, where he can go practice there for 2 weeks and play a couple of tournaments as well. So, we have a lot of things internationally happening for the tennis school, and I would like everybody, if you want to and you want to become more serious about tennis, come join us, and then we'll put you on the right path to follow the Global Initiative Program as well. Thank you very much.
Taking flight has never been easier. Paratus is introducing Sky-Fi internet packages with speeds that will have you reaching for your seatbelts, starting from $500 Namibian excluding VAT per month, with speeds reaching up to 10 megabits per second. There's even a prepaid option where you can top up your Sky-Fi internet for just $15 Namibian per gigabyte. No contracts, no fuss. Visit your nearest Paratus branch to find out more, or go to paratus.africa/Namibia to sign up online.
Always prepared, Paratus. Wild and free, so it feels so sweet, makes me feel like
Well, during the weekend, the Commerce Nampo ladies team, not the men's team. Of course, the men's teams, there's a lot going on, but the women's team, of course, proving to be victorious against Eros ladies. And we have our goal scorer of that match in terms of how she felt.
Feels the score of the winning goal. How does it feel to score the winning goal of today's match?
It's a privilege. It is actually a teamwork. For that, we are grateful. We have been struggling to win all these past days. So a win is a win. It's a 1-0, but we are going to take it and we go on to the next one.
And also, the league is back now. You guys have been on a pause for a while. We've won now the COSAFA because of that. So how does it feel now? How motivated are you to play for the national team, seeing as they won the COSAFA?
It's everybody's dream and wish to play for the national team. So we're going to push. I'm going to push and see whether the coaches are going to see my effort. Yeah.
Tomorrow you are playing against, I think, UNAM.
Yes.
Tell us about that. What can we expect?
We're going to go back to the drawing board. They are still undefeated, so we are going to deal with them.
Okay, Aili, good luck. Congratulations for winning and good luck for tomorrow.
Thank you, sir. Have a good day.
Of course, also the weekend produced some junior tennis tournament that took place here in the capital city at the Olympic courts. We have some of our participants in terms of their reactions as they won their matches, particular matches.
We are joined by Fan. Fan, you won the under 10 title there. How do you feel?
Good.
Okay, how was your match with Pove? Tell us about that.
It was good. He was playing very good. And I can't wait until next tournament.
Okay. And then the overall tournament, how did you find it?
Good.
Just tell us, how did you train, coming into this tournament? I mean, to come and win the gold medal. That's huge.
Very hard. And it takes a lot of time and effort.
Okay. No, Fan, congratulations on the gold medal once again. And thanks so much for your time.
Pleasure.
You just won the under 12 title there, beating your opponent, Nicholas Weiss. How did you do today?
I feel very good. I think I played well, played some good shots, and yeah, I think it was a good match that I played.
Right. Okay, and then the overall tournament, how did you feel about it?
I felt good. I think I played good matches. This morning I played Marcel, the deal. I was a little bit down, but then I won and I played good. I also think.
Right.
Yes.
I mean, it's a great achievement. So who do you owe it to?
Johan Tron Tennis School, my coach Johan Tron. I just want to say thank you to him and for all the coaching lessons.
Right. Yes, but thanks a lot for your time and congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Let us now take a short trip to the marketplace. After that, we return with the Golden Oldies segment. Today on our Golden Oldies segment, we roll back the years once again. Whence we met, that is Lolito Lolo Ogorasep, a former Brave Warriors player, a versatile player who played a key role in the success of the Brave Warriors back in the late and early 90s. Of course, he is one of the top players to have come out of this country, representing numerous clubs, including his boyhood club, Black Africa FC. Now let's hear from Lolo once again in terms of what it felt like during those days playing for the Brave Warriors and what today's future stars and today's players have to do to achieve some of the greater feats they have achieved in the past. Yes, welcome to the show, Lolito Lolo Gorasep, one of the players that played with the class of 98. Well, before that, you actually played, but I mean, always remembered for the class of 98, a very, very solid team from front to back. And you were obviously one of the orchestrators of things in the middle of the park. Lolito, it has been quite a number of years since you hung up your boots. But what would you say are one of the most memorable moments of your period of playing football?
Thank you, Jesse. I would take back our first match against Bafana, South Africa, at the Independence Stadium as one of the highlights of my football career, because I believe that day we liberated Namibia on a sporting field by beating South Africa.
Well, going into that day as a player, how nervous were you?
Amazing emotions. And of course, you know, they were the champions of Africa. So facing the mighty Bafana Bafana, there were mixed emotions, and we were not nervous, but we were very confident. And we delivered that day, and it was a packed house with our founding father, Dr. Senu Nyoma, Dr. Hifikepunye Pohamba, Dr. Hage Geingob, all three presidents of Namibia. They were present, and the whole cabinet, parliament, the whole nation. So that day, it's a historic day in the history of Namibian football, and I'm just humbled and proud that I was part and being able to play for my country and win that match.
Okay, Lolito, going back into those years, who would you say was a player you looked up to at that time, during that time?
In the team or before as an icon?
In a team as well, and as an icon.
My icon was Lucky Basuga Richter. He recently passed away. May his soul rest in peace. He was my icon because his self-confidence, his skill, and his aura really inspired me to also motivate me to play like him. But in the team, you know, you have a lot of characters, a lot of different players with different skills and technical abilities. And I would like to dedicate the whole team of players that I played with, because each and everyone brought a different dimension to our team. So I think it was a solid brotherhood and a camaraderie that we had.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Well, who were your tough opponents or players that you actually played against during that time?
Yeah, when I started playing in the top league in Namibia, the opponent that I was the toughest for me was Salatil Injao. We called him Stimela. It was, I think, the most formidable, aggressive defender of my time when I started playing. So, but I had my duels with him, and I could rise and compete with Stimela and Jao. I think that's a proud memory also.
Yes. Looking at goals, is there any goal that you definitely still remember that you probably scored in your career that still stands up there? And against what was it?
It would be the hat-trick, the 3 goals I scored against Benin at Independence Stadium in 1999. We were behind with 2 goals in the first leg, and we came back to beat Benin 8-2. It was also the highest score that Brave Warriors in Namibia ever scored, and I scored the 3 goals in the first half, the quickest hat-trick. There are only 2 guys who scored hat-tricks, Rasundara Shikuzu and then Lolo Gorasev. It's a memorable moment in the history of goal scoring, and I think it was a beautiful experience.
Okay. Today we sit here with a lot of situations. We won't speak about the situations, but what would your wishes be in terms of football? Where do you want to see football as a nation or as a team like the Brave Warriors and all?
First of all, I would like the current stalemate and situation at Namibian Football Association, that we would elect a new EXCO that would lead us in terms of the way forward, with the support of CAF and FIFA and COSAFA. And for the Brave Warriors, we have amazing talent of players. As you can see, Peter Shalulile, Dion Hoto, them how they are doing, and even Sanata Coleman in Turkey. So we have a pool of amazing talent, but the current situation is not helping us much. And I would like us to overcome that so that our players can really represent our country and also export their talent to the best leagues in the world.
Okay, Lolito, one of the things that I wanted to know, have you passed on your skills? Perhaps do you have anyone that you say that these are my genes and they are actually talented as I am?
Yeah, of course, not my genes, but of course from my father's genes, because he was also a captain of the national team. I have my brother Awilo Stefanos and also my son Jivon Lolito Boys, who's currently playing for Black Africa. But I would say that the inspiration that I've left as a legacy all over Namibia, it has inspired a lot of young players. I would like to dedicate that as my legacy, not only in my bloodline, but many players that I've inspired. Some of them have the name of Lolo
Yes,
Dorase,
there's
Lolito.
indeed a lot that are called Lolito.
So that is something that I'm proud of.
Okay. Thank you so much, Lolito. Well, that brings us to the end of today's show. Do catch the Sport Rap Show once again tomorrow at the same time and place. From me, Jesse Jackson Kauraitha, it is goodbye.